Hello, welcome to a new episode of Mostly Engineering and another Lathe project. So here we are again, and it's yet another Lathe project. Last time we did the solid tool post, and I already hinted on some way covers that are yet to come, and the time is now. So with no further ado, let's go over to the lathe, and I talk you through the plan. So welcome to the lathe again, and as you see at the moment it's nice and clean, and I intend to keep it that way because all these brush chips can actually damage the vase, especially on the cross slide where our vases are only made from aluminium. So in order to keep the machine running nicely for a long time, we have two chances: either to clean it constantly, and yes, cleaning your equipment can be meditative, but usually, to be fairly honest, it's a little bit annoying. So I'm going to do the second way, and this is make some way covers so that when the chips forms they can't get to the vase. Now for the cross slide it's relatively easy because this one has not a whole range of movement, so we will just do a plastic cover, and for the bed we will just use some bellows I found on AliExpress and print a bracket over here, and this will then attach magnetically to it. And yes, magnets won't be a problem here because we are usually machining brass or aluminium or some plastics, so nothing that can get attracted to the magnets. So let's get some measurements, draw everything up and print them. So, and we are done with the parts. So 3D printed, already cleaned up, and this bracket goes on here, and then we have the other side that will just click on like so, and here we have the holders for the bellows that we click on here, and yeah, we have still the clearance for our stop. Very nice. So let's drill and tap 2 holes and then bolt everything down. So let's see how it fits. So this sits, and our sled still moves freely, and all we need now is some color and some magnets. So and we are back with the now finished part, but you see it looks kind of ugly because actually gluing in these magnets is harder than you might think. So first I can't use my tweezers as I would usually use to place such tiny parts because the tweezers are magnetic, and then so the only tools left are some toothpicks to set them or your fingers, and both are very much more attracted to the super glue than the magnets or the 3D printed parts. So that works for a mess, and then when you are unlucky and you come too close with one magnet to the other, they might flip a little bit in the hole, so you have to pull them out again, reset them, and all this with the super glue already in the mix, and the result is this really ugly surface finish. And yes, the part would be fully working, but yeah, I want a nicer looking part on my machine. So what I did is I redesigned the part slightly, and now you can see we have a new type of hole for the magnet with 2 really tiny holes on each side, and then this channel. And what this will allow us is you can finish the part, put the color on and then place all the magnets. Really nice with no super glue in the equation yet. And when everything is sitting in place, we can introduce the extra thin super glue, and the capillary reaction will pull the glue around it and under the magnet to secure it in the part. And this will hopefully give us a much better surface finish and a nice looking part. So, as you see here, there's still some cleanup necessary on the parts. Then we will give it some color, the magnets, and see you back on the machine. So, I think you would agree with me that this looks a lot better than before. Now, let's add our ballast that just clicks on the magnets like so. And our machine bed is covered. Very nice. So next point is the cover for our cross slide. And here we will use just a piece of clear plastic, PET to be exact, because PET is transparent, so we can still see what our measuring tip is doing here, or if cleaning is still required. And also PET, because PET doesn't break or shatter, so when we hit the motor over here, it can bend out of the way and doesn't break. So we had 1 millimeter thick material, cut it out on a laser cutter like so. So you see the form, and then I heat it up and bend this fence over an edge, so that's a ship's guard cord here. We have this little nick in here, so that in the extreme case this can bend away and we have room for the motor. And yeah, also the bend is here so that this has a little bit more stability, and this just will clamp on to the sled like so with our solid tool post. So that's the reason for this little edge over here. So, and you see lots of ships, but our ways are still nice and clean. And yeah, so you probably have to find a way that to guide how this is folding up, so that it doesn't bellow up and get in here. But other than this, this thing is working nicely. And the important one is down here, where the rails are made from aluminium and they are nicely covered, as you can see. So that's it for this week today. If you have questions, comments, as always, let them down below and I try to answer them as quickly and correctly as possible. And all that's left to say now is thanks for watching and see you at the next time. Bye bye.